This is maddening. I know it's out there. I found it. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. There's like a smudge in the space.
Oh, I see it.
Do you see it? You saw your first comet. What do you think?
Flight attendants is ready gap for departure.
It took about 45 minutes past sunset to even get it on the back of the camera. All right, night 2 of chasing Comet Atlas has worked out better than I thought it would. I'm on top of Mount Bonnell here in Austin, Texas. A nice observatory here. 2024 has provided numerous celestial events throughout the year to photograph. In spring, it was the total solar eclipse on April 8th that had everyone's attention. I made the 10-hour drive to Carbondale, Illinois to find clear skies and to photograph the eclipse. Throughout the year, amazing aurora shows have kept one-upping themselves as the next "It's the best I've ever seen." Then in autumn, our attention turned to Comet C 2023 A3 Tsuchinsan-ATLAS. This is the story on how I attempted to capture Comet Atlas both at home and while on a work trip in Austin, Texas. Comet Atlas began as a morning pre-dawn target. On September 28th, I awoke in the dark and ventured out to a nearby rural area to attempt to capture Comet Atlas. It would prove quite difficult as the comet was rising in the eastern sky at the same time the sun was rising. Over 2 days, I was able to capture my first images of the comet. I didn't try to vlog on these pre-dawn outings as I wanted all my attention to the comet. I attempted to use my star tracker and various focal lengths from 24mm all the way out to 500mm. Back at home, I spent a lot of time unsuccessfully attempting to stack images without stars in Deep Sky Stacker, Sequitur, and Photoshop. I don't enjoy the complicated post-processing methods and gave up. This is my first shot, and while the comet is small, I really like the composition with the combine and the tractor. It definitely feels like autumn. Two days later, I returned to the same location for attempt number 2. While the farm equipment was no longer there, I was able to pull a little more definition in the comet at 180mm. Just a bit east of the comet, I watched the 6% waning crescent moon rise into the morning. The next chance to see Comet Atlas would be about October 12th as the comet moved into the evening sky shortly after sunset. Welcome to another Explore Everyday video. I have my daughter Haley out tonight. How old are you, Haley?
7.
And we are looking for our first evening comet, Comet A3 Atlas. It's going to be setting off on the horizon here. We're out in western Wisconsin. We wanted to go to downtown St. Paul and look over the bluff, but there's a good layer of horizon clouds, so we had to get further east to hopefully avoid those. Not exactly peaceful. We've got a farm right over here drying corn, so I got their blowers on, so it's pretty loud. So we are going to get set up. Haley's got the binoculars. She is looking the wrong way through them. She's going to start looking for the comet. I'm going to get a couple cameras set up, and we will see if we can get our first view of the comet, and it'll be Haley's first comet ever. Pretty excited. All right, the sun's set at 6:24 tonight. It's now 6:45. I'm going to start taking some test shots. I have my 70-200 on. Haley's scanning with the binoculars. You see anything, Haley?
No.
Nothing yet?
How about we switch?
Let me get this dialed in, then we'll get you a camera set up also.
a car might be coming.
All right. I think I'm shooting the right direction. You're gonna go.
Looking at the comets is boring.
Looking at the comets boring?
Yes, I would rather take pictures.
Well, we gotta find the comet first before we can take a picture.
I can take pictures of the ball.
That's way too bright.
Can I get the chair out? I'm getting the chair out.
I remember from shooting Comet Neowise back in 2020, at dusk, it's just all of a sudden going to be there. You can't see it to it being there. So I got the general direction down. Haley, do you want help with the chair?
Yeah.
Are you cold, Haley?
Yeah?
It's cold out. It's going to be our first freeze tonight here in the Twin Cities area. So I'm just taking shots now, looking. I take a shot and zoom in on the back of the camera trying to see the comet. And that's what we'll do until we find it at 70 millimeters. And then once we find it, I can start dialing it in to 100, 135, 200, somewhere in there. What planet did you find, Haley?
Venus.
Oh, good job. See if you can find the comet now.
Okay.
Let me see those real quick. Did you smear these up? Maybe?
No, they were like that.
Still trying to find the comet.
But how old is it?
Oh, I think that's too bright for the comet. Might be a plane.
Where?
Let me take a picture of that.
Where?
Hold these.
Where is it?
Right? You see that one puffier cloud right off the horizon?
Yeah.
Look right above that.
Yeah. What puffy cloud?
It's like that little darker cloud at the very end of the clouds down there. Not the big one on top.
Yeah.
There's one in the middle. The one in the bottom. There was a dot.
It's gone now.
It might have been a plane. Maybe it's up higher than I think it is.
Is it up there?
Not that high. It'll be somewhere up by those clouds.
So the high is where Venus is?
Yeah, I wouldn't look any higher than Venus.
Okay. Only if Venus gets lower?
Venus is going to keep getting lower now. Venus is setting. It could be right behind those clouds. I don't know. Oh, there's that dot.
Where?
Is that the comet?
I don't see a dot.
Doesn't have a tail. Let me see. Come here. See? There's a dot right there.
Yeah.
But the comet should have a tail. Let me compare it to Stellarium.
Or you could just be getting Venus.
No, I'm not shooting Venus.
How do you know you're not shooting Venus? Because there's no clouds by that picture.
I'm not pointing at Venus. Whoa, that's way too bright.
Too bright.
Too bright. You hit the button.
What button?
Right there.
This one?
The smooth one.
This one? I didn't hit anything.
Right here.
It's too high.
You got it.
I can't see it.
I still can't find the comet. I'm embarrassed. I'm an astrophotographer. I'm an aurora chaser. I know the stars. I shoot the Milky Way. But I can't find the comet. I keep scanning with binoculars. I keep taking shots with my camera. I can't find it. I'm just going to keep looking. This is maddening. I know it's out there. I found it. I gotta figure out where it is. Right up from those two lights. There it is. Now where are those two lights? Right there. Right there. Man, I'm almost pointed at it. Oh, completely naked eye visible now. Haley, get out here. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Come here. See if you can find it with your eyeballs.
Is it on that cloud?
Huh?
Is it on that cloud?
It's higher than you think. I can see with my eyes right now. Not that high. Look right up my finger. There's like a smudge in the space.
Oh, I see it.
You see it? You saw your first comet. What do you think? Here, look through the binoculars. It's so high. It's much higher than I thought it was going to be. All right, I'm finally shooting the comet. We'll call it Atlas. It's going right through a bank of clouds right now, so terrible timing. So just to recap, me and my daughter Haley drove out into western Wisconsin to get a clear view of the horizon. We had clouds on the low horizon. I thought the comet was going to be pretty low. Well, it turned out it was very high in the sky, and I had no composition out there other than just shooting the comet in the sky. I told my wife I'd have Haley home by 8, which I did. And I was going to run to downtown St. Paul, but I didn't feel like I had time because I could see the comet from my house. So I just came to a close spot to home with a big overview looking at the horizon. It's not too sexy, but it's going to get the job done on my first night shooting the comet tonight. And I'm really excited because the next 2 nights I'm going to be in Austin, Texas. It's 40 degrees right now. Austin's going to be 99 tomorrow. So 2 nights of uninterrupted shooting the comet, Tuesday night and Wednesday nights, and back home Thursday. So pretty much going to be preoccupied with shooting this comet every day it's clear. So I got a time lapse running here. I'm shooting at 2.5 seconds with a 3-second interval. I'm probably at shooting around 100 millimeter. I haven't really looked, but it's fairly backed out. That tail is remarkably long. So I am going to throw my zoom lens onto the Sony there and try to get some video. We are shooting it into the city, we're shooting it into the worst light pollution, and we have a bank of clouds coming through. So 2 strikes going us, but I think it'll be kind of cool when that comet comes out the bottom. And if there's not too much atmosphere, that's gonna make it hazy as it hits the earth. It should be a fairly cool time lapse as we watch it go down. So I'm gonna flip that camera to a zoom lens and see what we can see. Unfortunately, we couldn't see much. But I did take one of my favorite shots of the comet, with my cell phone nonetheless, when I got Haley home. I was even able to show the entire family the comet, looking straight down our street.
You were meant to be together. Think you'll make the perfect pair. You'll never change for the better. It's not like you'd even care. You go and fall for him, he's gonna leave you blue. The echoes of the past will come right back to you. You think you're always in the right. Oh, you could never do no wrong. One day you'll feel the hurt and pain.
It's always good to have a plan when traveling to do photography. I had a plan to shoot the comet out in Austin Hill Country over Lake Travis. What my plan didn't account for was the parks I scouted closed at 6 p.m. with a gate, including one that's a clothing optional beach. It was time for a new plan.
Secrets don't keep so easy. Lies hurt so tough.
All right, welcome to another Explore Everyday Comet Chase here. Continuation. This is night 2 of the evening comet. And I'm down in Austin, Texas, and you can see I have a big view here. But the thing I've noticed about Austin when I've been here before is there's very little public property. This is a little itty-bitty park. This is all the bigger it is. It's like a little one-bench shelter here. I have a great view of where the comet's going to be, but I have another similar spot just like this that I think is better. So I know I got this spot. I'm going to go to the other spot. There's more room to spread out. It's 99 degrees. It's going to be in the 70s tomorrow, so a big temperature change, but much warmer than it was last night. First night chasing the comet, so we've got about 20 minutes, 30 minutes till sunset, so I'm going to get over to the other spot and I'm going to go over to the other spot and set up and make that home for the next couple hours. Just taking a couple final shots here as the sun goes down, and then it'll be game on for comet spotting probably in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna grab a couple more shots of the sunset here. Maybe we'll even get a green flash. There it went, the sun's down. Probably 30 minutes until we see the comet, which should be out over this valley. So this is spot number 2 that I had found, and the good thing is I had found the spot last year when I was out here hiking, and actually have a video on that hiking trail as well. So good to be familiar with places when you travel. So here we are in Austin, Texas, and kind of a newest spot I could get to right away. That should work out nicely for the comet. All right, the wait is on. We're maybe 10 minutes past sunset now. Just waiting for it to get a little bit darker, probably another 15 or 20 minutes until we have a visual of the comet. Last night it took a little while, so that was at 45 degrees latitude down in Austin, Texas. I think we're in the 30s, so I'm anticipating the comet's going to be in the same general space in the sky. I did look at stellarium. It's going to come a little further to the right of where the sun actually set. So I'm thinking it's going to be higher in the sky. Plus we're getting, every day that goes by, the comet's rising in the sky as well. So it's just a matter of wait till we get a visual. I'm zoomed in at 200 right now. Maybe I'll have to zoom that out a little bit to maybe 150 or 135. And I'm going to throw the 180 on the Sony there as well to maybe do some live video of it as well. So just a waiting game. I'm guessing maybe another 15 or 20 minutes. And we have a nice big moon coming up behind us as well. First night sky object, we got Venus up in the sky now, so we know night objects are becoming visible. I think we're getting close. I think we're gonna see this thing in the next 10 minutes. Finally, I have it on the back of the camera. It took about 45 minutes past sunset to even get it on the back of the camera. I can't say that it's naked eye visible yet. I think I can see the smudge up in the sky. I know where I'm looking now. But definitely not as bright as it was last night in Minnesota. We are shooting away from Austin, so there should be less light pollution out that direction. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to see it kind of fill in now. Kind of just a white smudge up in the sky. I don't know if that camera's getting it or not. It's right up there. I still don't know if my time lapse is going to get it. I think it should, but it might take a while. This up. The comet's still kind of out there. It's no longer naked eye visible, and it's really not even that visible on the camera. There's a lot of haze down here, a lot of dust, a lot of atmosphere out there. Now it's getting lower. It's going to start getting into Earth's atmosphere, so it's just not really photogenic anymore. So I'm going to wrap night 1 up here in Austin, Texas. I think I got some pretty good shots, and we'll see how the time lapse goes from earlier on. And we'll try night 2 tomorrow night. My thought is to go downtown Austin and try to get some kind of composition with the skyline, but we'll see. We'll see where tomorrow brings me. But I'm gonna wrap this up, and we'll see you tomorrow night for night 2. right, welcome to part 2 of comet chasing in Austin, Texas. I'm over on Mount Bonner. We have a nice sunset going off to the west there, which is the direction the comet will be rising. But as you can see, we have quite a cloud deck off to the west, but it does look better. If we go to the east, this clearing line is coming our direction. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out here for a while, see how the sunset unfolds. These clouds really aren't catching, so we'll see if they do. And I'm somewhat optimistic we'll see the comet tonight. Time will tell. Night 2, Austin, Texas. It was a lot of fun to see so many people come out and try to catch a glimpse of the comet. With all the spectators, I didn't vlog much and just enjoyed being in the moment. That's going to wrap it up from Mount Bonnell here in Austin, Texas on comet chasing. You can see quite a few clouds have blown in now, so I'm going to wrap it up. The comet's been hidden for quite a while. Fun little chase here tonight. So the nights are running out to see the comet, so this could be the end. Maybe I'll get out back home, heading home back to Minnesota tomorrow. So maybe 1 or 2 more chases Thursday and Friday, but this could be it. If it is, thanks for watching. If not, we'll see you in the next one. While in Austin, I was so focused on shooting the comet, I forgot all about the full moon. So the evening I got back to Minnesota, I went out and shot the full Hunter moon rising. I stopped on the way home and took my last photo of Comet C 2023 A3 Tsuchinsan-ATLAS. I wish we had more time with Comet Atlas in that long tail. I was fortunate and able to shoot the comet in 2 states, but I only really scratched the surface of the ideas I had. The first comet I remember is Halley's Comet from when I was a kid. The next comet I really paid attention to was Comet Neowise in 2020, a great distraction from the pandemic. I'm already looking forward to the next comet that pays our awesome planet a visit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.